A new update just dropped in Marvel Snap, and I should actually reiterate here, it hasn't actually been patched in the game yet, but the announcement of the updates is going to be coming in early December has been announced, and basically, guys, the answer to all your prayers, a fix to the collection-based system in Pool 3 is going to be implemented, and I can't be more excited to share it with you. So I'm on the official Marvel Snap blog post here, and I'm going to take you through everything that was announced today, and guys, it's amazing. TLDR, they're adding new cards, and they're adding new ways to unlock the cards as well. So it's everything you guys wanted. I mean, let's be honest with you. People wanted to unlock specific cards. It was like the #1 complaint that I saw as a content creator in my comment section. I saw it on Twitter as well. I saw it pretty much everywhere. Yes, Pool 3 is massive, and people really wanted to unlock specific cards, and you're going to be able to do that. So basically, what they're doing is they're creating this token shop. Basically, so the token shop is right down below here. So first of all, before I scroll too far, they also are adding additional collection goals, and we'll discuss that later on as well, where you can unlock new additional cards through the collection track, even while you're in Pool 3. But you're also getting these collector's tokens, which can be used to target specific cards. So we have the token shop. Basically, the way it works is instead of getting what are they called? Boosters. I tried to already erase them from my memory. I literally tried to get rid of them from my memory already. So instead of getting boosters, you're going to start unlocking tokens, collector's tokens, and it starts happening at collection level 500. And basically the way it works is you can use these tokens to essentially unlock cards that are being offered to you in a token shop. So every 8 hours, you're going to see something like this. You're going to get offered a specific card from Series 3 or Pool 3, and it's basically going to say, hey, do you want to unlock this card for 1,000 tokens or 3,000 tokens or 6,000 tokens, depending on, we'll talk about that in a moment. But anyways, so you're offered a specific card that you can unlock every 8 hours. And the best part is, if you notice right here, you can actually pin that card. So let's say you don't have enough tokens yet, and you're like, man, I need Cerebro. I can't play my Cerebro deck without Cerebro, right? You can pin it and hold it there until you have enough collector's tokens to actually spend. So in this case, you'll see that here you have 3,000 collector's tokens, and Cerebro's costing 1,000 to unlock. Awesome. Amazing. So basically, 3 times a day, you're going to be offered a card from Pool 3 that you don't have, and you're going to get to pin it or unlock it right then and there. Fantastic. So it's also worth noting that people want to make additional progress, right? So there's some things here, so I'm letting you read the text here, but basically, collectors, caches, and reserves will have a 25% chance to drop 100 tokens each. But players, once they have all Series 3 cards, will get an additional 22% chance at 400% tokens, a significant increase. That's super important. So if you unlock all the Series 3 or Pool 3 cards, it's funny because Ben Brode kind of said like, hey, you guys keep calling them pools. We like calling them series. So we're actually going to try and change our terminology a little bit, even going forward. I mean, I use pool all the time too, so they want to refer to them as series. So basically, we're getting a massive increase once you complete your collection, which is huge. So what are you going to use those tokens for? Well, let's discuss that. There's more cards. So now there's going to be Pool 4 and Pool 5, but you're going to be able to unlock them during the actual collection track in Pool 3. So it's not like a whole separate pool. So traditionally in Pool 1, 2, and 3, you had to unlock all the cards in Pool 1, and then you would unlock all the cards in Pool 2, and then you would unlock all the cards in Pool 3. But now the way this works is that you are going to be unlocking Pools 4 and 5 cards while you are in Pool 3. So basically, they're going to be unlocked while you're kind of progressing. So they can be found in the collector's reserves, whether you're in Series 3 or not, if you have all the Series 3 cards or not. So basically, you're going to be unlocking them as you're unlocking your Series 3 cards. This is amazing. However, they're super rare. In fact, they're 10 times rarer than Season 3 cards. So if you really wanted that Cerebro and you didn't pull it yet, well, guess what? The Series 4, it's going to be even harder to pull. And then you got Series 5, which is ultra rare. Ultra rare. And guess what that means? It's going to be even harder. So it's 10 times harder even than Series 4. I mean, I don't want to do the math here, but it's rarer. One might even say they're ultra rare. But anyways, so you're going to have more things to unlock as you kind of go about. Now, I actually don't know yet, and it wasn't touched on yet in the kind of video or the answer, and I'm sure it'll get clarified eventually, but how many tokens are needed for each series? You have the Series 3 cards, so 1,000, 3,000, 6,000 tokens, which is great. My question though is, let's say I unlock all of the Series 3 cards. Does my token shop now only show me Series 4 and Series 5, or are those still like collector's reserves only. I don't actually know, right? But here's an important thing. You'll get them all eventually. And this is kind of important because they're going to be like moving cards down in rarity. So basically, there's going to be moments where cards will be moved from Series 4 to 3 and from Series 5 to 4. So as they add additional cards and they add additional like Series 5 and 4 cards, they're actually going to push the rarities down. That's pretty interesting. It's also worth noting that when that happens, the different cards become less expensive. So a prior Series 5 card gets halved in cost. Pretty significant, right? So that's actually pretty neat. And I actually really like that. And I think this adds a lot of like really interesting mechanics to the collecting part of this game, which I think is being overshadowed right now. The collection part of this game is incredible. And I think that them paying attention to this type of, you know, series mechanics is super important. And then finally, not even finally actually, but you get a gift. You get a gift to get you started. So any player that is between collection level 500 and 900 is going to get 3,000 tokens. Anyone between 1,000 and basically just under 3,000 getting 6,000, and everybody above 3,000 is getting 12,000 additional tokens, which is great because this is essentially the, well, you didn't unlock any tokens on the way up, so here's some for what you've missed, right? Here's the opportunity cost that you lost by not saving and holding on to your reserves. And if you're not there yet, you'll be granted 3,000 tokens when you unlock the collection. So the collection level 500. So you're actually gonna be gifted 3,000 when you get to collection level 500 to at least start unlocking additional cards. And once again, 1,000 tokens per Series 3 card. That could be Hela, could be Cerebro, could be anybody. It could be Ultron for your Patriot deck, could be Patriot. So there's options here, which is great. New cards, Series 4. We got She-Hulk. She-Hulk is a card that I framed this perfectly. I'm so happy with myself. So She-Hulk costs 1 less for each unspent energy last turn. That's damn good. I like that a lot. In fact, it's kind of like, it's similar to Infinite in some way, but it's a little more combo centric. So, I mean, I love seeing these new cards, and like, for the record, I do not look at any leaks, right? This is all official stuff. I don't look at any leaks, so this is very much first impressions. I've never seen She-Hulk yet, and I love this because for me, this gets my deck builder mind going. Like, I'm like, oh man, you know, I don't want to say too many synergies right now because I really need to sleep on it. I need to figure this stuff out, but costs 1 less for each unspent energy last turn. That's amazing. Obvious synergy with Sunspot, but the way it combos with Sunspot is very different than Infinite, which is going to have a big implication because now, usually when you get a turn 5 skip, you're like, oh, are they playing Infinite or are they comboing with She-Hulk? Very interesting card. I love the mechanic. And then we've got ourselves, is it Titania? I'll say Titania. I'm not sure. I'm actually not even sure who this is in the Marvel Universe. I'm only becoming increasingly more well-versed in the MCU, okay? This game has sucked me into the MCU, so I'm a little behind, okay? I just watched Thor Dark World. I'm watching the whole series in chronological order, the whole timeline. Man, that movie sucked. Anyways, chat warned me on Twitch that the movie sucks. So anyways, any card that is played at this location, when any card is played at this location, the card switches sides. Really fascinating. A really fascinating design, which is cool because basically your opponent's going to want to play a card to like pull it over, right? Really interesting. I like that a lot. And then we have a Luke Cage. Luke Cage went too far. An ongoing card. Your cards can't have their power reduced. I really like that design. Plus, it gives you the opportunity to play someone like Typhoid Mary in conjunction with Luke Cage, another ongoing card. So we're adding more ongoing cards to our ongoing arsenal, and those of you that watch me on Twitch know that I love my ongoing list. They're amongst my most favorite decks to play. So I'm welcoming Luke Cage with open arms. So this is basically like the Colossus effect. Then we got Absorbing Man. Absorbing Man, on reveal, if the last card you played had an on reveal ability, this card copies it. Pretty damn cool. I like that. I like that a lot. So it's very similar to like Mystique, who copies the ongoing abilities, and instead now you have someone not copying the on reveals as a 4/3, not a 3/0. Cool. Maria Hill, on reveal, add a random 1-cost card to your hand. I like it a lot. I like it. It's very similar to the to obviously Agent 13, but this is a random 1-cost, not just a random card. So again, we're getting some additional synergy with the collector, which is really nice here. I love the art on this. This art is beautiful. Beautiful art. Beautiful art. I love it. Agent Coulson, one of my favorite characters in the MCU. Agent Coulson, on reveal, add a random 4 and 5 cost card to your hand. That's 2 cards. That's a 4 and a 5. And what's interesting is Agent Coulson is a 3, so that basically means you play Agent Coulson and you have you have guaranteed curves. I mean, it might be wild. Your 5 cost might be something like who would be a terrible 4 and 5 cost? I mean, you get like Sandman and Professor X or something. You're just like, what do I do with this garbage? But like, that's pretty interesting, isn't it? I like that. You play a 3 card and you're given the next 2 turns, but it's totally random. I love this. I love the design space, right? Then you got the Helicarrier. Helicarrier. When you discard this from your hand, replace it with 3 random cards. Really cool. Obvious Lady Sif synergy here, right? So Lady Sif discards this card, you get 3 random cards. Damn. They're really leaning into this RNG, aren't they? They're really leaning into RNG today, and still a 6/10 is pretty damn strong. Is this Mabaku? Mabaku, I think? Sorry, I'm a little too low here, but if this is in your deck at the end of the game, it leaps into a random location. That's cool. So you get a free 2/1, like a leaping in. It's kind of like Angel, where kind of like, you know, gets in there at the very least. And then you have, is this Atuma? Atuma, I think it is. Atuma, if you have another card here at the end of your turn, destroy this. So kind of like a solitary card that wants to stay by itself. Kind of like Namor, except it has the Namor value, just prevents you from paying. It's like a reverse Namor. Something tells me this. I have to read the Namor comic. I get corrected all the time. Namor comic to understand who Atuma is. I'm trying to catch up, folks. I'm trying to catch up with the lore. I promise. I promise you, I'm trying to catch up. Okay, looks like another Namor lore card here. Anyways, you got Orca. Ongoing +5 power if this is your only card here. So basically it's a ramped up Namor. Cool. I like this a lot. Very interesting. Very interesting. 6/9 too. Nice. We have Series 5. So these are the Series 4 cards, I should have said. These were the Series 4 card. Now we're to the ultra rare. The Series 5. Galactus. We all know Galactus. We've done so many highlight videos where Galactus goes absolutely insane. If this is your only card here, destroy other locations as a 6 drop. Now I like this because this isn't like an overpowered card. It's like this could grief you so bad, and it's so oddly specific that like you can't rely on it. I kind of like the idea of Galactus being like only from random effects, considering how many random cards we now have, but okay. Series 5, ultra rare, I'll take it. Valkyrie. On reveal, set all cards at this location to 3 power. I actually really like that. Do we have like some Cerebro synergy here or what? That's really cool. I like this from a design perspective. Amazing art, by the way. I love that. Is that Rainbow Road? Is Valkyrie playing Mario Kart? I can't tell. I'm not sure who Valkyrie is, but it looks like she's playing Mario Kart. Anyways, I like this a lot. Valkyrie, I love this. I love this. I love how it changes the design element of the deck building, right? That's what really gets my gears turning. Super Skrull. Obviously, the Skrulls, they do their shape shifting. Ongoing has the ongoing effects of all enemy cards. Wait, so he just becomes all the ongoing effects? He just takes them all? That's amazing. Could you grief yourself? Like if Super Skrull becomes super popular, which is unlikely because it's ultra rare, do you just grief yourself by copying all their effects? Like do you just take on like their Professor X and Lock a Lane? And that is so interesting. And as they add cards to the field, he takes over their effect, right? I think it must happen because it's ongoing. As they add cards, he adds effects. That's a really cool card. This might be the first one I unlock. I love that. This is so good. I think this might be my favorite card I've read so far. This is so good. Shuri. On reveal, double the power of your next card you play. Makes sense. Shuri's Lab, we're so used to it. So this is obviously a really interesting card. Expensive at a 4 cost, but it makes sense, right? Obviously Black Panther synergy. But, I mean, this effect goes in line with the lab, that is the location. So no big surprise. They're surprised this is an ultra rare. I would expect this to be a Series 4 card. This doesn't have the effect of the other ones, right? The other ones seem way more wild in Series 5 so far. Bast. On reveal, set the power of all the cards to your hand to 3. Ooh, more Cerebro synergy. I love this. This is so good. And eventually, I'm sure we'll get cards that set to 4. Right? Set to 5, whatever. Really cool. I really like this card a lot because now you get the on reveal of other cards, but you get the Cerebro synergy and other things along those lines, right? Which is really neat. Thanos. At the start of the game, shuffle 6 Infinity Stones into your deck. The landscape for deck design around Thanos is going to be absolutely wild. Let's talk about the stones quick. The Mind Stone. On reveal, draw 2 stones from your deck. So if you draw the Mind Stone, you basically draw 2 stones from your deck. Now the first thing is at the start of the game you're diluting your own deck by 6 cards, eh? So your deck becomes 18 cards, which is something worth noting here. Mind Stone, you draw 2 of the stones. Power Stone, if you've played all 6 stones, Thanos has 10 power. Okay. Reality Stone, Reality Stone. I love the art, by the way. Wow. Transform this location into a new one. Draw a card. Cool. Okay, basically the Scarlet Witch effect. The art is so good. And apparently they agree that the fiery orange border is the nicest one. Draw a card. Ongoing. Enemy cards of -1 power. That is really cool. I like that a lot. And I like how they have the drawing mechanics. Like they're cycling themselves a little bit, eh? Space Stone. Next turn, you can move 1 card at this location. Cool. And draw a card, of course. The Time Stone. On reveal, gain +1 energy at next turn. Awesome. Guys, I gotta tell you, everything they said here is absolutely phenomenal. Like, I love these announcements. The most exciting thing for me, of course, is going to be this token shop. I think this answers all the concerns you guys have had for so long. But guys, there's another video down below. Thank you so much for watching this one. And wasn't it great to actually see someone like KM Best in the announcement? Fantastic community member that we've raided into on Twitch so many times, has raided into us so many times on Twitch. I'm glad KM, is getting the respect they deserve. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next Marvel Snap video.